And today we're going to be talking about something which quite matches the theme of this month. We're going to be going into someone who's been living in a house which is completely haunted and claims that they need to get out because it's that bad. It's starting to affect their mental health. So this person is Crimson Carl on the show today. So, would you like to tell us what's been going on in this house? And please tell me, why haven't you moved out yet?
Well, yeah, so you see, my house is a very old building. It's home. It's home.
Of course.
I've only been there a short while, but yeah, I feel like it's just a part of me is connected to the place.
Indeed.
And, but I'll tell you something, right? Definitely haunted.
It's definitely haunted.
Since I stepped foot in that place, we gave it a week. Freezing cold it was.
Freezing cold?
Oh yeah, it's been Atlantic conditions, you know.
And that's nothing to do with energy bills or anything?
No, nothing to do with cost of living, nothing like that.
Oh.
Ghosts. Ghosts and ghoulies and yeah.
They're making you cold.
This is it, it's paranormal activity, must be. I can't think of any other logical explanation.
I'd say that has to be the most logical explanation. Nothing to do with energy bills. It must be that the ghosts are making him cold. So, since moving in, what were the first signs that you realised that you were being haunted?
Well, I can give you numerous sort of examples.
Right.
As to why this is the only explanation and indeed the case. What it is, I'll give you one example, okay? So, yeah, so I was just sat there and I heard something in the basement. I was going, right,
basement.
What's going on down there? So I opened the hatch. You know, it's all wooden, lovely furnishings. You know, beautiful place. And there were rats. They were crawling around everywhere. Oh my God, infested. And I was going, you see now, that'll be because I noticed this as well. There was a black cat on the doorstep.
The cat.
So
The
it's
cat
witchcraft,
caused
isn't it?
the rats.
She's there somewhere.
Nothing to do with how clean you are, just...
No, see, we have a cleaner, but I mean, again, this was the thing. Suddenly, I noticed, again, I'm sitting there, trying to drink my cup of tea, watch a bit of telly, and there's this, like, goo, like rotting from like, in the corner of the rooms. All the rooms, you know.
And that's not mould or anything that you've been...
Couldn't be.
Couldn't be mould. Couldn't be.
Couldn't
be
be.
mould. Couldn't be.
It's like extraterrestrial goo, gloop, you know.
Wow, okay. So you've got gloop,
Yeah.
you've got rats,
Yeah.
you've got a black cat,
Spiders everywhere.
spiders everywhere.
We have the cleaner, but she's been off sick
Oh,
for a good while. But, you know,
that makes sense.
I try and keep the update. But this is definitely the cause of...
Oh, sorry, yes, it's the cause of the ghost,
see, sorry.
obviously, yeah. So you've been saying that there's been all these signs of things that you've been seeing. Has there been anything that's physically happened to you while being in this house?
Well, yes, actually, there was. There was one night, just got back from the pub, you know, and I found myself being thrown out the window, I had. Yeah, straight onto the grass.
You don't sleepwalk or anything?
I don't sleepwalk. We have a lovely, patio door that, may have left open, but somehow the window was
But the
smashed.
ghost would have opened that as well, you see.
And this is it. Yes, it was the ghost. And I'll tell you another one as well. I was sat there eating my roast dinner one Sunday, having a good old time in the house. Of course, I know it's freezing, but I was like, all right. And the ghost was doing its bit, Rustling in the bushes.
Rustling.
Yeah. And I thought this could be only one thing. I saw the furry little devil, werewolf. 100%. Massive creature it was.
A werewolf?
Werewolf.
In your
Heard it howling
garden?
everything. Haunted house.
My gosh, you're actually struggling so much, aren't you? So far, you've been thrown out of your window. You've had gooey sludge coming from your ceilings. There's been a
Spiders everywhere.
werewolf
Don't
in your
forget the cobwebs.
garden. Oh, and the cobwebs. We can't
Witches love
forget the
them.
cobwebs and the freezing cold temperatures. And the werewolf.
Yep.
The fact there was a werewolf in your garden, you must have been absolutely terrified.
Almost had a heart attack,
How do you continue? My gosh.
But it's my home.
Exactly, at the end of the day, exactly, it is your home.
I love it.
Well, seeing as, Crimson Carl has said so much at the moment about what's been going
Just
on.
Carl. Come on.
Sorry, just
That's
Carl.
what they shout at me.
Let's have a little look at this video clip to see what it's been like for him.
Weird. Oh my gosh. The surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry. So there's no reason for it to be moving. And it's moving again. Just wanted to catch this. These were moving. I wasn't tripping. They were definitely moving. There you go. See? I knew I saw it. I don't know if you can see that.
So, just having a look at some of those examples of haunted things that's been going on, Rob, how does that make you feel, these examples of strange paranormal activity?
Like, that was only the tip of the iceberg that I've experienced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That must be terrifying for you.
Well, I called up Ghostbusters, they don't exist. So...
You called up Ghostbusters?
That's who I called, because they said, who are you going to call? I called them up.
Because you're not afraid of no ghosts? Yes, obviously. And so just to hear from Carl today, the Ghostbusters don't exist. So maybe get further into what the ghosts want and maybe a way that you can protect yourself. Have you ever thought about doing anything to prevent the ghosts? Like, say, for instance, a Ouija board, maybe?
Well, now I've heard of that. I need to do a bit more research because I don't know what you're talking about.
Ouija board?
Yeah, Ouija board, yeah.
For a haunted house?
Yeah, it's haunted.
And you've not heard of a Ouija board? Well,
no,
that makes sense.
I'm going to do my research and maybe that might fix the problem because, you know, this ghost or a bunch of them, you know, they're flying about, you know. Yeah, they need to be gone because they ain't paying the rent. Cost of living don't affect them, unfortunately.
Exactly, that was very true. Well, another thing I wanted to ask was, when was it that you first noticed these strange, haunting things? Was it when you just moved in, or was it when you were first sent to sleep, or has it been quite recently?
Same date as that cost of living crisis kicked off.
Oh.
I'm not connected, but
Not connected
just
at all,
just
obviously.
to put a
No,
date in
no,
your mind
no.
there, yeah.
No.
And what it was actually, I got colder. The lovely wooden fixtures started rotting away.
Yeah.
And as I
Because of
say,
these
just
ghosts.
all this thing started happening because of the
Be
paranormal
clear.
activity.
The paranormal activity of the
They've
ghosts.
haunted me, they've haunted the house. It's going to be a nightmare to sell it.
Well, this is obviously true indeed. So another thing I wanted to ask, obviously this has been horrible for you. You've been feeling cold and you've been quite paranoid of the things you could say that has been happening to you. Has it mentally affected you, do you think? Does it make you feel like you need to get out and...
Big time. But, I wouldn't be able to move out because this is my home, as I say.
This is your home.
And the ghosts don't want me to go. I bet you they won't leave me. You know, this sort of dark cloud that's hanging over me.
Follows you.
They're going to follow me. Yeah.
Obviously,
they're
yes.
everywhere. Of course they are.
But surely you must be suffering in such a strong way that there's got to be anything you can do to get out. Like, what are your future plans in order to be happy?
Well, unfortunately, I will have to sell the house at some point.
You're going to have to sell the house, yes.
Maybe downsize because, it's an old mansion,
Right, yes. Is there anything that's happened so far? Anyone who's come to see the house, maybe see what it's like? Because it must be difficult to try and sell a house, which is so hard to sell, seeing as you know it's haunted.
Yeah.
Others may.
Well, it's the same as I say. I was initially a bit put off. As I say, this black cat, he's always on the doorstep.
The cat, obviously the cat.
The eyes glow and,
Yes, indeed.
stuff starts to go wrong.
One last thing I must say, was there anything else you wanted to tell us about this house? Or anything to do with you?
You're asking me to confess?
If you're confessing or to something, maybe.
Well, I think this is the thing. It's folks across the road. It's their cat, I think. And they had this gerbil, which unfortunately I did murder. I'm so.
Right, okay, everybody. He's a.
This could be the.
I'm just going to have to end the show here because we've just discovered that there's been a slight murder. I just wanted today to say thank you to Carl. Carl, who has gone today. This could be a slight issue. Does anybody want to help me out here?